Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Daniel Vicario, or my clients call me Kuya Pru, a financial advisor from Pru Life UK and also a physics prof. First, I would like to thank all of you guys who subscribed, especially to all my students, to also to my former students, and to my friends and family. One of my former students, Valerie, thank you for your support. I highly appreciate that, and I really want this to be known. The financial literacy and of course physics along the side, so that we can reach out to more people, educate more Filipinos, and hopefully help more people with this small effort of financial education. So this is my third weekly vlog about conversations in financial planning. And today we are going to continue with step three. The step three in financial planning is prioritizing your goal. Okay, we have to prioritize protection, prioritize saving and investment also. So when we receive our income, make sure that we allot or we save something. But of course, we have to cover our essentials such as food, clothing, utilities like electrical bills, house, rent or your mortgage, and some nowadays this is basic need as well, Wi-Fi, because most of us are work from home and our kids and children are studying at home. So let us prioritize also cover your must, the essentials, and last your wants like travel or new gadgets and new clothing or fashion. Yeah, clothing is important, but if it's like luxury or you don't need that kind at the moment, then it might be a want already. So you can feel it. Okay, if it's needed, then you can prioritize it. But if not, think about it, sleep on it. Then perhaps you can decide tomorrow. So that's that. The third step, you have to prioritize your goal. Okay, let me share something about the story that I told you. Um, the continuation of my story when I come back to the Philippines. And this time, this is the story of recovery after I failed in Germany. This is a recovery story. So when I arrived in the Philippines after living and working for 5 years in Germany and in Ireland, I thought I was zero, like nothing. I have nothing. But there are decisions in my life that saved me and my mom. So when I arrived here, I still have one condo unit, which I am where I am living now, and so I do not have to live with my brothers or sisters. So I can live on my own. I can live a dignified life. I have my own. I have my privacy. So to my surprise, because I have no, you know, I have no appliances, etc. So I have to buy some basic, appliances at home. So I when I checked my policies, one of them has an investment already that which allows me to pay my debts and buy these appliances and restart. So I was able to restart here in the Philippines with something from that policy 7 years ago, which is now earning. And then after arriving in the Philippines, living in the Philippines, 1 month after, my mom got into an accident and she was dependent on me. She cannot stand, she cannot, walk on her own, she cannot even go into the toilet. I have to assist her. She got into an accident, and it was a shock for me because I just came from nothing. Like uh, I was trying to recover, but now another challenge, which is my mom, and of course I'm the primary caretaker, so I cannot just, I have to do something. So I checked my other policy 3 years ago because I have a lot of policies with True Life UK with my company. And then 3 years ago, I started another one, which I call a luxury retirement fund. So I have retirement fund already allotted for future use. And then another policy, I plan another policy for a luxury. Let's say in the future, when I retire, perhaps I will go somewhere in travel abroad. So, but now there's an emergency. It's not on me, but someone needs that, and that is my mom, and she matters to me. So I checked that luxury policy 3 years, and it was already earning. So I was able to withdraw another 100,000 to buy basic needs for mom and to set up our room so that we can have some little privacy. To I bought some bed for her so that she will be comfortable and can recover from her accident. So it was not the emergency fund. It's not me, but it's for my mom. And also my sister helped me with the medicine, with some allowance for my mom. So I was lucky. I'm glad that my sister from Australia is also giving her, my mom, an allowance for us to live a dignified life. So if I did not prioritize long time ago savings and investment, I could not I could not have provided for my mom and restart here in the Philippines. So it was a blessing. That decision that I made years ago, 7 years, 3 years ago, was a blessing. It now saved us, me, and what matters to me, that is my mom, as of the moment, right? So as I reflect on this, I was trying to compare the systems, two different systems, and also mentality. The German system, I would say, and the Philippine system. So I will just call it the financial planning pyramid of priorities. And let's try to compare it with the mindset of the Germans and, uh, and perhaps most of the Filipinos. So let us compare the mindset in Germany of the Germans. Okay, so in Germany, everyone is required to pay a comprehensive medical and health insurance, which covers, even up to even medicine, it covers us. So in Germany, the people are, and it's in the system to really provide something for yourself and your family, basic protection. So it is required. So we call it basic protection. This is required by the government. So you have to pay for your medical, health, and of course, security. Security for unemployment. So we're paying for it. And then for yourself, you can decide, you can have some savings for perhaps education, for your children, for your retirement, and so on, for other goals. And then, of course, people can also invest. So, but take note, their basic foundation is protection. They have to get some coverage for whatever illnesses, accident, or even death for the breadwinner of the family. So this is the mindset that is in their system. Now in Filipino, for most Filipinos, and I've talked to a lot of clients and people, some of them doesn't know insurance, doesn't believe in insurance. So parang, okay, let's just have if we start something insurance, let's just have a small amount. So insurance. So it seems, it's like the inverse. And then of course we have to save. Yeah, everyone has to consider their saving and everything. And then, oh, let's invest. Di ba? Marami sa atin na pag, oh, invest tayo, invest. So if we think like this, focusing on investment and without some coverage, di ba, what will happen? If you have very small or even non-existent insurance coverage, everything will be affected. Savings, investment. This pyramid of priorities will collapse. Okay, but in Germany, whatever may happen to you, you have a foundation, solid foundation, because you have basic protection. When I was in Germany last year, before I went back, I got sick and I was able to have access to 5 specialists free. During that time, I have no more income, I have no more salary, but because of the unemployment benefit, you will receive, in my case, I receive about 60% of my regular salary, and everything's paid already. My retirement, my insurance, everything is paid. And so I went to the hospital, talked to the doctors, and I did not pay anything. See, I am very thankful for that, for the German government for having that system. When I felt I have nothing, they took care of my disease, which never happened in the Philippines. Years ago, I there are times that I get sick every month, but I have to pay for my own. But yeah, there are some benefits in the company reimbursement, but most of the time, if you're outside, consult a specialist outside of the hospital, you have to pay for your own. But in Germany, I have access to 5 specialists. Every time I visit an otolaryngologist or gastroenterologist, they can check the internal parts of my body with video, and I did not pay anything. So we have access to very good quality healthcare. So this is something that we need to think about. So we should think of our foundation protection in sickness, in death of a family member, or in emergencies, and perhaps unemployment. So the Germans know their priorities, at least in their system, no? The government takes care of their people. So it doesn't matter whether you're a guard, you're a blue, white collar job worker, whether you're a scientist, or you work in a hospital as a assistant caregiver, all of us in Germany have access to quality health care. Every one of us are contributing to that economy. And here in the Philippines as well, the guards, the sweeper, they are contributing to the economy. But why can't they have the same access? Lahat naman tayo nagkakasakit. Why can't they have the same access to a good health, medical quality healthcare, hospital? Di ba? In Germany, you cannot study, you cannot work, you cannot have children without an insurance covered for health and medical expenses. I was shocked. Nagkasakit ako doon sa Germany. I was shocked. I went to the pharmacy. So of course, if you want to buy a medicine, it's usually reimbursable. But when it was yung medyo critical na yung sakit ko, hindi naman 50-50, no? But it was one of the hardest na sakit na naranasan ko. I went to the pharmacy and I bought the prescription. And I was asking the pharmacist, Bitsalan bite? Bitsalan, how much? Magkano ang babayaran ko? And then she said, 9. That is free. Sabi niya, no, that is free because it was in the notes. I was, what? What? Oh my God, I can't believe it because I have not much, I have not much money, but oh my God, with the medicine, I was allotting something, but of course, yes, I can use this for something else, for something important as well. So it was a blessing. Like I have no one to depend on. Of course, I have friends in Germany, but of course, financially, I cannot burden them. I have to make it on my own. But it was in the system that everyone takes care of everybody. At least the government is taking care of everyone working for the economy, for the government. At your worst, you have dignity. So that's what I have. I am unemployed there, but I have dignity. 60% of my salary, I receive it, allowance. If you get critically ill or just want to consult a doctor, that's free. It's part of your coverage. You don't need to worry about the expenses. So at my most vulnerable situation, I have dignity. Doesn't matter if you're poor or millionaire, both have the same access to quality healthcare. So yeah, for us Filipinos, we do have some SSS and PhilHealth, but it's not enough. At our most vulnerable, we cannot depend on this amount, on this budget. It is not enough. For example, critical illness, you need 1 million. How can you provide for it? Sell properties? My sister diagnosed with cancer at the age of 35, I think 35, and she died 36. And binenta na yung, syempre, nasimot ang savings, nas, na, they have to sell the car and property, you know. But I do have friends in Germany, when they get critically ill, hatid sundo pa yan ng hospital for the treatment, for chemo, for... So, I hope we can have that kind of system that the government, it was in the law to take care of everybody. So I hope we can, you know, spread this kind of mindset of having protection and security, that every Filipinos have access to quality healthcare and as an emergency fund and dignity during unemployment, some allowance. Respect is having dignity. So yeah, I think that's all for this week of my weekly vlog. So if you like this kind of video, if you find it interesting, kindly you can comment, subscribe, or you can share this video. We have to prioritize our goals, and those that truly matter to us. Thank you, and I hope to see you next week for the next step, the fourth step in financial planning, and that is matching your goals with the right financial instrument. Thank you for watching this. Choose. Bye.